Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So that's got things underway.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Quick to press here, right on top of them. And he stands tall, impenetrable.
Fernando Torres is looking really fired up here, Peter.
Well, he's been a favourite of yours for years, hasn't he?
Well, club biases aside, I don't think I've ever seen a striker who's so outstanding both inside and outside the box and who routinely makes the spectacular seem ordinary.
And his numbers are a long, long way from ordinary. It's Van Basten! He certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. A real opportunity here from a position of great potential. And here's Raul. Raul. Neymar.
That's good play from him.
Neymar on a charge down the left. Bellingham. Nicely aimed pass. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. And it's Hakimi. Good play on the left-hand side here. Hakimi stood his ground strongly. And this is Van Basten. Decent chance! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Raul. Neither side yet able to find the net. Now it's Van Basten. And that has left him in a heap. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Engages and forces him off the ball. Van Basten. And it's Cannavaro. Makaleli, a player who needs no introduction. And Hakimi. Makaleli opts for safety. Mbappe! Mbappe! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Hakimi plays it short. De Bruyne. Now then, the ball's come loose. And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Torres. He's through, it's one-on-one.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Makaleli. De Bruyne. Makaleli. Well, that pass isn't the best. Over to the left. Now it's Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
That's a throw. Can he finish? Goal! Celtic! Terrific goal. What a super sharp finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Celtic have taken the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Now it's Mbappe. Cannavaro robs him of possession. Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Barcelona are down to 10 men. Looking to play him in. Jordi Alba receives it in a wide position. It'll be a throw-in. Raul. Mbappe. Gabriel spots it and intercepts. And the pass is intercepted. And he's there to make the challenge. And this is Torres. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He came in hard, very hard.
Has been indicated.
I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And here's Van Basten. There's the end of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And we're off again.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Raul with the foul. Raul. Neymar. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, shooting chance! It's loose now, and the keeper couldn't hold it. And for a moment, time stood still.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
And this is Van Basten. Played out wide. Hakimi drives forward on the overlap. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And this is Raul. Lovely bit of skill. And it's Kimmich. Barcelona still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Alvarez. It's Kimmich. Tries to pass it through. Raul was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Mbappe. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Alvarez. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Now it's Van Basten. Alvarez. Spread out to the left. Neymar. It's Neymar! Hakimi. No, again there's no way through. And they've got rid. Rijkaard. Van Basten, who needs just a moment to score a goal. He's in a great position here. Bellingham. Now it's Torres. Good ball over the top. And a chance! It is a fantastic goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. It was the crispest of hits, he just crashed it in.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Van Basten! And that's a real chance missed.
Well, it wasn't to be this time, but that should add to his level of confidence, something they can really do with at the moment.
Corner number 2 then. Hakimi goes short. Celtic are looking to go forward now. Pinches it off him. A heavy challenge. Little doubt, that is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Cannavaro going full steam ahead down the left flank.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
Jordi Alba.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch. Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play. He's found a way through. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Kimmich with a definite foul there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Rijkaard. De Ligt is the guilty party there. And he is going into that little black book. Jordi Alba. And here's Alvarez. Tries from distance.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but
yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. No hesitation, he's straight into his pocket. It's a second yellow card, and he walks. The player's protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. We'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Now it's Mbappe, and it's De Bruyne. Aims beyond the defence. Gabriel. Raul. Alvarez, looking to add to his goal. And time is up. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day. Sadly, not today.
Hello attendees,
how would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do, looking pretty lethargic.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Hakimi playing game number 100 for his current employers.
Yeah, this is the first big landmark he'll hit, Peter, so I'm not sure he sees any real significance in it, but to me, it's a foundation that can only...
He's given it away! He's through, it's one-on-one, shoots! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
Marseille are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Hazard. And he's intervened well there. Looking to play him in. Now there's a fine ball. Hazard. Puskás. Looking for options for movement. Rijkaard receives it in a good position here. Oh, that's nice. And it's Hazard. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And Puskás! Puskás gets flagged offside. Rijkaard. He's a sharp little ball here. Foden picks it up out wide. Camavinga. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Hazard conjures time and space where few can. Now it's Foden. Foden. Well, that looks a decent ball. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Puskás. And it's Van Basten. Now it's Puskás. Christensen does well to get it back. Foden in acres of space out. Shot a goal! In for the pieces! They've done it! Marseille are all square. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Hazard. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Schlotterbeck. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Pelé. He has found the way through. Pelé! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And one more try! Just off target. And we have our very first corner. Defending of the desperate variety. Camavinga. He's in space and looking for options.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And now they can spring out of defence. Van Basten. And it's Conte. Now it's Hazard. Aimed beyond the defence. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Now it's Mbappe. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, that pass isn't the best. Zanetti. And it's Azar. And here's Rijkaard. Little pass back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Nice sequence of passes, this. For Conte. Oh, played through for the wide man. Hazard. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Ambitious ball here. He can run onto that. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Gavi. Camavinga. Now it's Pelé. Pelé was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Mbappe.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
That is a great pick. Shot, surely! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. The ball has bounced loose now. Rice. Azar. Puskás showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. Zanetti. That's an imaginative pass. And he shoots! Now it's Mbappe.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's picked his way through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Gavi. And this is Pelé! Puskás. Camavinga. Guardiola. Azar is wide and looking to get onto this. And he's quick to get it clear again. Oh, it's Van Basten. Rijkaard. A probing pass. And he's taking no chances there. Well, there's the clearance. Marseille are looking to go forward now. Pelé has it in a wide position. Kante did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. Alexander-Arnold is behind this one.
Well, I suppose from the opposition's viewpoint, this was to be avoided.
Rice. He's on it, can he get away? And he's only too happy to take that back. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Puskas. That's good vision. And this is Van Basten. Puskas. And it's Rijkaard. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Knocks it into space.
Just needs a little bit of fine-tuning.
Corner number 2 then. Pele is there and he can get that clear. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. He's in a good position here. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Rijkaard. He's in plenty of space here. Caught offside that time. Hazard. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Hazard. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Now it's Puskas. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, nicely intercepted. And it's Rijkaard. Can he get on the end of this? Tries a shot!
Barcelona really can't be faulted for their act.
And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Changement pour l'Olympique de Marseille. Le numéro 20.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Hazard. Le numéro 18. Le numéro 8. À leur place, le numéro 27.
And he thumps it
Le
clear.
numéro 7. Cristiano Ronaldo. Le numéro 45.
Well, they've
Le
got it
numéro
back in a
21.
hurry.
Messi.
Puskas
Le numéro 13.
threads one in. He can run onto that. And this is Hazard. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Cristiano Ronaldo tries to play it through. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. It's out of play for a goal kick. Oh, it's Van Basten. Great vision. That looks a cracking ball.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Camavinga charging forward, the ball at his feet. Azar.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And this is Puskás. Into the channel. Not the most accurate pass. He is through here. And Messi! Oh, what about that? Late in the day, this could well be it. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
And time is up. Barcelona played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Contra Barcelona.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And we're underway. Well, they do call it the beautiful game, and the man we see before us now personifies all that is good about it. He is known simply as the King.
It's as though the game was made especially for him.
Voted the greatest player of the 20th century, but he is so much more than just that. He is a symbol of charisma, of leadership, of sportsmanship. He is the one and only Pelé. Zanetti. De Bruyne. Hazard. Now it's Mbappe. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Played through into space.
That's positional goal. The utilisation.
Takes a shot! That's really well cleared. Hazard. Now it's Mbappe. Shevchenko. Now it's Pelé! It's loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. This time, surely. There it is!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Pelé duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So, a breakthrough already. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
And here's Hazard. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Played into space. Bayer claims comfortably. De Bruyne. First quarter of an hour gone. Stood up well to him there. Now it's Shevchenko. Oh, that's superb. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that really is...